That isn't the button. That's not the button. Yeah. All right, let's try this again. Hi, Internet. I am back. It is me. I'm Todd. I'm DM for the upcoming game. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons today. I am hoping the tech behaves itself. That's the plan. So we've got a whole table worth of people just sitting here. Let me just do a quick intro. Welcome back. This is SideQuests Live. We're going to be playing some tabletop role-playing games. Traditionally, we've played Shadowrun. We played Dungeons and Dragons. A whole bunch of other games too. Kids on Bikes, you guys were just talking about, which we've done once or twice on the stream. But today we dive back into D&D. Now this is 5e and 5.5. We're going to do kind of a mashup thing. And we got the table over here. Let's go meet the people. Hey, people.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome. Thanks for diving back into the internet RPG. I've been jonesing. It's been a long time since we played together. I mean, we played Shadowrun, and that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Steve, for that. But that was an offline game, so I was excited to play online with you all again. And by the way, internet, if this is your first time, click the follow, click the like, spread the word. It'd be lovely to get that out there. And okay, enough of me being the host. You guys, this is our first campaign game, and this is actually a prologue. So these are the level 3 characters, and we're gonna dive into this in just a few minutes. But it'll take a few minutes to get everything together. So if I need to make a cut right here at the sound of whatever the hell this is. I don't know what that did. There we go. Okay, so I don't want to interrupt the flow, and you guys are having a good chat, so I just wanted to get us on. So go for it. Oh, now everybody's camera shy. It's been too long. Come on.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, we should probably do that. See, thank you, Gord. It's been so long. I completely forgot. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Gordon. I've played a number of Todd's D&D campaigns.
And DM'd a few.
Yeah. Last couple of D&D campaigns, morally ambiguous. And I played the balance.
Yeah, and the strange acquaintances as well. So that was a long running one as well.
Yeah.
Let's keep going around to how about Bella?
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Bella. I am like Gordon. I played in a bunch of the previous games, the balance, morally ambiguous.
Bunches of Shadowrun.
Moral.
Oh, I forgot that. It was a double, right? It was like the...
Yeah, we play one
the
week.
Mirrorverse.
Yeah. We played, it was more long-standing with morally ambiguous.
Yeah, they kind of took over.
Waxed and waned, whatever. But yeah. Are we introducing our character? Our level 3?
I think we'll do that in just a sec. Let's keep meeting the rest of the table first. Okay. And over here we've got Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve. I've been on SideQuests sometimes.
Sometime DM, sometime player.
Yeah. And played in GM Shadowrun, played some D&D, and yeah, here we are, back at it. And I've dragged along my lovely wife.
Welcome. I think this is the first time you've done the recording thing, but after a little while, we kind of forget we're doing that. So it's the authentic at the table experience as much as we can once I stop my announcer voice. So Judy.
Hi, I'm Judy. This is my first time.
Woo! Although not your first time playing, you guys have definitely played a lot together, and I'm excited to see that vibe. In fact, I've been a little bit jealous because you guys get the long-standing game, and over here I'm working like a sucker for the last year. I haven't played all that much live, so I've been itching a little bit. So thank you, by the way, for letting me jump into your last Shadowrun game.
And I want to actually say thank you to you, Todd, for something I mentioned online here. the three of us met online in SideQuests Live Adventures and had never met in person until a couple of years ago when Judy and I were back in Ontario visiting, and we all went out to dinner together. That was our first time meeting in person, was then. So
Was that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that.
We had actually had an online role playing. We were all around an online table for a number of years before we actually met in person. And so our little group that's done Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms, Crimes on Bikes, Teens in Space, we formed as a little offshoot of SideQuests Live. So thank you for that, because that's been an amazing group.
And what a world we live in, where like people live across the entire country almost at this point. I guess we don't have East Coast representation yet. So yeah, hey, if East Coast RPGers want to jump in. But no, we're going to keep this one pretty tight. We will occasionally have some guest spots as well. And some, what I'm going to think of as more like mini series when we get to the possibly get to the larger campaign, probably. And that one's going to come up after the prologue. But this is going to be a flashback or a prequel, a prologue, as it were. It's almost like I used the right word the first time. So anyway, so this is going to be a prologue where we get to meet some of the characters you might see later on, but maybe not. It kind of depends on how things pan out. So now I think it's a good time to introduce some of our characters. So
sure, I'll go first.
We'll go in order with the people. Yeah.
Okay. My character's name is Dane. He's a level 3 Battlemaster fighter. Has spent a lot of his time as a bodyguard and guard with the City Watch.
I have the wrong class there, so I'll just okay. Let me just drag that out of the screen there. There we go. No one needs to know. So a member of the City. Well, sorry, what was that about the City Watch?
Was once a bodyguard and a member of the City Watch.
Fantastic. And by the way, this is currently, it will jump around later on, but we are currently set in the city of Neverwinter in Faerun. That's a Forgotten Realms. Very similar to the Baldur's Gate series, that sort of world. All right, Bella, who are you playing for us today?
Okay, I am playing. Gotta go to my sheet.
Yeah.
In a different
week.
It is. I'm playing Trina Humblebelly, and she is a halfling cleric. She was also in the guard as a healer. And now she is venturing out on her own. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, that brings us around to which order do you guys want to go in? Steve first and then Judy, or Judy then Steve?
Sure, I'm being told I have to go first.
Okay.
Finally.
I understand.
So in the prologue, I'm playing Cranky Bear, which is a very deep thoughts kind of name. He's a bear. He's technically a bugbear, but he just looks like a bear and doesn't really say much. He would be a level 3 barbarian. Uses pole arms. Enjoys the taste of salmon. That's about the size of it.
Amazing. And round to Judy.
Yes, I'm playing Gwendolyn. She is an elf druid. And we're still figuring things out about her because we just created her.
Yeah, she's kind of, well, I guess we've seen technically Cranky before, I believe, right, Steve?
Yeah, he was in something.
I think he was in. I think he was in the one with Tazvarel. You know, that one. But
yeah, that's right.
Well, my browser thing isn't loading, so we're going to do this largely theater of the mind, I think, today, and that kind of works out anyway. So, let's dive in. And let's go, folks. Let's see if this works. I don't remember where all the buttons are. This one? Nope, that's not it. Nope, let's just start. All right, I had a thing, but it's not working. All right, there it is. I swear to God, I will remember how to do this. All right. So it is, you are in Neverwinter, and it's interesting that you both, two of your party were once members of the Guard. It's a medieval kind of fantasy city, certain elements of innovation. Certainly there are some gnomish inventions around the city here and there, cranks, and a few things brought in from lands far and wide, but essentially you are in let's say it's so north of here definitely gets very wintry very, very quickly. Oh, at the but this city is on the edge of it. I'd like to think of this a little bit like sort of like Vancouver, but much smaller in that it's close to the mountains, but it itself is not a particularly cold village city. It's a pretty bustling city most of the time, and it is there's a decent sized population. People come from all around. It's not as huge or as well known as a city such as Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep, but it is by far the most well known city in the mid northern reaches. People come from here for miles around it. It is technically on the Sword Coast, so it's a connection point between inland and further out at sea. The trades from the north come down and inland, and then there's a bustling port in this town as well. Now, that said, for a city its size, one would expect it to be better organized, and there is certainly a guard, but it's not as organized as most larger cities. I guess there's quite a bit of turnover here. And for whatever reason, the guard is not as numerous, or at least it's got a lot of turnover. So one of the things about this city is they often turn to trusted people to bulk out the protections of the area. This isn't a big surprise. Further north is very rugged, and you have to be able to look after yourself. So quite often people are prepared to deal with monstrous incursions on the unlikely chance that it actually makes its way this far south. But definitely it is required that they may reach out on occasion to additional assistance when it comes to protecting this city. You have made your way here for a variety of reasons. Some of you may have lived here or been here for quite a while, whereas others may just be passing through. And I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. We are going to cut over to a market where stalls are just about to close up. The sun at this time of year does set a little bit early, so it's probably only about 5 o'clock ish at the fifth bell, and the market is beginning to show signs of closing up, and that last scramble to sell off a few extra goods. There are plenty of establishments around, and you, for one reason or another, find yourselves in the market. Now, I'm thinking we might start with let's start with Trine. Let's start with Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, you are in this market, and I'm going to say, just for the sake of simplicity, you and Cranky do know each other already. And in fact, when you pass through and you're questioned, people often assume that Cranky is some kind of pet of yours.
That tracks.
The sun is starting to dip low into the sky on the northern mountain ranges, kind of casting a bit of shadow early on. Not quite casting over the city, but you're getting pretty low, and you can hear the bustle of the marketplace around you. And as you're walking through, lots of people are giving you a wide berth, mostly because of Cranky, kind of clearing the path for you. And you're walking along, munching on an apple. Whether or not you purchased it is up to you. And as you're taking in the sights and smells as things are beginning to wrap up, you have a moment to check in with your companion there.
Well, you need somewhere to sleep tonight, I imagine. I mean, me, I'm pretty comfortable, but, you know, and so are you when we're out in the wildlands, obviously. But if we're going to be in a city, I figure we got to rent something? Are we going to squat? I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't know the city very well. I'm just kind of passing through. I suppose there must be something we could find.
I'm kind of hungry too.
Cranky, at that moment, you smell this delicious, the smell of fish, and it's coming from this one stall that's just closing up ahead of you. The stall keeper is busy kind of putting things back on ice, and you can see there's this delicious salmon just kind of sitting on the top there.
So he'll look at Gwendolyn, look up, but he's walking on all fours. He'll look up at her and go, "So how do we do it this time? Do we do the cute bear thing this time, or should I just grab it and run?" I mean, it's a dense city. I'm thinking cute bear thing this time.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to need a performance check from Cranky Bear.
This is terrible because his charisma is -1. So let's see how this goes. Yes. Oh, wait, I clicked on the wrong button. Okay, performance. Hiya! Oh, pretty good. That'd be an 18.
18. That is decent. All right, so you describe a successful performance to presumably to charm the keeper of this stall.
So he'll go up to the, like he'll do the whole walk on all fours thing, pirouette a couple of times, like roll over, and then kind of sit up with his paws, kind of cocked at the wrist, like a rabbit might actually, and then make that like sad, pleading face. He won't say anything. He'll kind of like sniffle and.
As the stall keeper turns around and just hears a little shuffling sound behind him, turns around and sees your feet first, and then like pans up this massive bear body up to this extremely doe-eyed bear, and for half a second looks like he's gonna let out a scream, and then it curls at the corner of his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, look at you! Oh, is this your companion?"
Yeah, he wouldn't hurt anyone. He's just the sweetest old thing.
Oh, he nearly gave me a heart attack. You look hungry, big guy.
He'll just nod.
He's nodding like he understands the word. Oh, is it okay if I pet him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he likes to be scratched behind the ears.
Oh, okay. His hands are a little bit slow to reach out, but he's like, "Oh, I've never pet a bear. Oh, what a good bear. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna have to tell Matilda about this later." All right.
As he's petting him, scratching him behind the ear, Cranky will just like kind of like lean into it, but also kind of move towards the fish and like just pick one up.
Yeah. Oh, well, I I guess, you know what? Matilda's always saying I should get more experiences. And boy, this is okay. Let me give you. Is it? I'm not gonna give you here. Let me give you this one. And he takes the one you were kind of pawing at, and instead passes you another one. It's a good sized fish, but you can tell it's not quite as fresh as the rest, but it's still good. Your sense of smell is pretty keen. So he's like, here you go, and he gives you a nice one and kind of takes the one that's a little bit fresher for tomorrow and packs that on ice behind him. But you get a very good sized like hunk of like basically half a salmon, and he passes that over and he's like, "Oh, thank you, miss. And what's the name of your bear?"
Should make something up. Timothy. I don't know. You make something up.
You mutter that like under your breath, like, "Make something up."
His name is Frederick the Bear.
Frederick the Bear. Are you? Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much. You come back and I'll get you another one for tomorrow. My treat.
Oh, thanks.
Are you new here in town?
Yeah, just passing through.
Oh, well, yeah. If you're just passing out the gates tonight, they're gonna close at sundown, so you got to be quick about that.
Well, actually, we need a place to stay for the night. Do you know of any places?
Well, I know I guess you got a big bear, so nobody's gonna mess with a big guy. Like, nobody has to know you're friendly. Goes to scratch you behind the ear and kind of interrupts your eating a bit. Oh yeah, I just wouldn't go too close to the docks. Some of the taverns down there get a little ruckus. You're looking for a place. Oh, the sandbanks. That's probably your best one because they got a big stable. For some coin, they'd let you keep your bear in their stable.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, I gotta get back to the fam, but we'll see you soon. You take care, Frederick the Bear. And he kind of closes up the rest of his stall.
Joke's on him. I like it when it's starting to rot. The smellier, the better.
Mm-hmm.
He's already torn it apart. Eat the
yeah.
brain. Eat the roe first. Pull skin off. Chow down on it.
All right. So while these two, no, you don't have to go towards the sandbanks, but you're welcome to if you'd like. And I think at that point we're going to cut away as you go in search of a place to stay. It's, as I said, sundown's probably about an hour away till it really gets dark. Is there any other business you want to take care of before I cut away?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
We'll say you already restocked your supplies as you came into town. All right. Let's cut up to the other two. We're going to go talk to Dane and Trina. Now, you both, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, since you both had city guard experience, was that in this town or was that in a different town?
I would say this town. Dane is a resident, grew up in Neverwinter.
Nice. All right. And is that the same thing for Trina?
I feel it would be. I had kind of picked the idea guard before. I knew about Gord's character, but
it's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and say that now you were formerly guards. Okay, was that an amicable split or was there drama? And it doesn't have to be the same answer for both of you.
For Dane, I think it was just more that he had outgrown the role and more interested in the adventuring.
Okay. And what about for Trina?
I feel like for because she's considerably young, um, I feel like this is kind of was first, but wasn't allowed to be who she thought she could be, and so was often kind of half feet tall. Feel like she got underestimated, and like, well, fine, then I'll just go on my own and I'll prove myself to those people. They'll be sorry, kind of thing,
Fair enough.
with her little halfling temper.
Can I go ahead and let either one of you go ahead and roll a d6 for me?
You want?
Go ahead.
All right. That would be a 6.
All right. Well, in this case, lower might have actually been nicer for you. The adventuring business, it's hard to get unless you just literally want to wander off into the wilderness in hope of not starving. It's hard to get paid work. And so transitioning from a regular paycheck and zero freedom into full freedom but zero paycheck, that's a hard hustle to do. So I'm going to say it's been 6 weeks, and the little bit of coin that you've saved up, Trina, is really starting to dry up. You've had a few little leads here and there, but for the most part, people will be like, "Oh, you're basically chasing rumors at this point, and you've had a few little minor trips, but nothing that's actually like nothing that's picked up for you, unfortunately." Now go. Sorry, Dane. Dane, did you leave the guard around the same time, or do you want to do your own d6 roll?
I can do my own d6 roll.
Sure.
I don't know how to do it on the character builder, but in the D&D Beyond, but I could just roll up.
Yeah. I could also start up the campaign there on the map. Pull that up too.
Okay.
Or you can just write in, or I mean, yeah.
How do you do that?
I'll just
What's
click
that?
You can hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do I?
The bottom of.
Yep.
There's 20-sided dice, and if you click on that,
I see it. I see it.
you.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Done. Roll the 4.
Off to a great start. All right. So,
right.
Similarly, you actually, I'm just going to twist this up a little. It's been 4 days since you decided to leave, and it's been a little bit, and you're just trying to gather up your situation and take stock, and you're still kind of just getting past your old habits. It's kind of like you want to listen out for rumors and jobs, but you're still hanging out at like the guards bar and stuff. Like that's kind of, it's like the former cop only knows the cop life and doesn't really know much beyond that at this point. Now Trina's um checks in at all these places as well, but you haven't really had as long to go exploring. So you find yourself at McGilly's. I'm not making this up on the fly. It's McGilly's Tavern, and it is a guards bar. And basically, you are still just kind of getting your legs under you in terms of gathering, you know, deciding, getting used to your new armor. You've taken off the stencil where the city emblem used to be, and it was not always a totally organized guard anyway. They were often spread pretty thin between patrolling the docks and managing the rowdies down there, and then occasional monster incursions. There are a lot of mercenaries, and then there's that awkward spot in between. There's like a training ground. And that's where they'll take mercenaries and give them the bare bones rundown. Like, nope, you can't just stab people. You have to ask them questions first, and hopefully tie them up and bring them in. So there is a training ground. Now, do you have a particular area where you think you spent more time?
I think like I spent more time being a bit of a bodyguard, so escorting kind of the nobility on the escort service when it comes to visitors. And I think Dane's going to try to parlay that with what connections he knows to see, well, then are there jobs with that, either guarding a caravan coming in and out that could lead to something more. So it's like one step removed from city guard to kind of private guarding, and then maybe that something more can come from that when it comes to leads and tips to like a full-on adventure.
Fair enough. All right, so McGilly's the bartender there by the name of Chuck, imaginatively, is Chuck. And he kind of sees you kind of hanging out and waves you over towards the bar.
Hey Chuck, how's it going?
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Guthrie was in looking for you earlier. I know you're not working for him anymore, but he had a question for you.
Okay. Do you know where he is now?
I ain't seen him yet, but he change of the guard's gonna happen at just prior to sundown, so you should come in any time now.
All right, I'll just post up and get a pint of ale and see if he drops in.
All right, and hey, good luck on the move. Watch your back out there.
Always.
So you have a seat, and post up for a little bit. Trina, you've been kind of making the rounds. I'm gonna say you find your way into McGilly's round about this point and see someone you used to work with hanging out in the corner. You see Dane. I think you're muted, just so you know.
I was. Dane and skip up to him and be like, "Hi, you remember me?"
Hey. How's it going down there? Hey, I remember you. We did some guard duty together.
You both guarded, what was the name of that guy you were guarding?
Oh, that noble. What's his name? Remington or something?
Huh?
Remington. We were on guard duty. Remington.
Oh, yeah. It was Remington.
Okay.
How did you feel about Remington?
Oh, kept getting himself into trouble. Lord Remington.
How did we? I feel like he was in prick.
Yeah. Yeah, he treated us like crap. Even though we looked out for him.
It's okay. No. Kind of big and
sure.
One thing that you remember distinctly about Remington is his utter lack of gratitude, like utter lack. When the phase spider, when they wandered into that nest as part of the caravan, it was bad, and your healing pulled him back from the brink because nobody expected it to like be in the carriage with him. Everybody else was guarding outside. So, and after you literally saved his life, he was like super dismissive of you. What a dick.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Like, okay. Oh, the nicest guy, but whatever.
Kept trying
I
to
was
hide
being nice
behind
about
me whenever like some peasant he wrong threw some rotten fruit at him. That's all we were to him. We were just tools.
Yeah.
How are things with you? I think you left a little while ago. Off to adventuring life?
Oh, yeah. It's been great. I love it.
I
Um,
just left myself.
I mean, it's really fun out there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know if you have any leads. I'm mainly just going through contacts I did bodyguard duty for, not Lord Remington,
Oh,
but others who are nicer and maybe looking to pick up some work either guarding some of the caravans coming in and out or seeing what else is out there, right?
yeah. I mean, um, let's look at your stuff because my stuff just ended. Like, it's been really great and everything. And I mean, let's go with that. I bet that would be cool. Change of pace from all the stuff I've been doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting here having a drink. Former boss is supposed to wanted to get in touch with me, so maybe there's a lead or a gig or something. Maybe he has something off books. I don't know. I'll find out
Oh,
soon enough. You're welcome to join and stay.
oh,
I'll get you want a
drink.
drink? I can get you a drink, Trina.
Oh, you want to buy me one? Okay, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be so rude to say no.
Yeah, and I point to
And
to the
she's gonna kind
bartender.
of like pop onto
Yeah.
the chair and just kind of like
Well,
she
you're a good
looks
one. I remember you healing me as well, so
yeah.
I appreciate
I,
that.
Chuck
Yeah, well, it's fun
brings
I joke.
over an extra pint for you there.
Little
Size of your head. No, big pint.
um and she's just I it's kind of hard to eat on an empty stomach, don't you think? I mean, that's a lot of alcohol. I mean, you don't
Oh,
drink on getting food, right?
yeah, yeah. Let's get some food. Sure. I'll order some like a couple of the house specials.
It's just a standard beef stew.
Beef stew. You
Comes with
want the
some bread.
special? We've eaten here before.
God, yeah, I eat here all the time.
All right. Well, they're okay house special stew. So let's just get a
Oh,
couple
it's
of
the
those and
best.
I'll order a couple of those.
Yeah. Chuck hooks you both up. After a little while, you both tucked in for a bit, and you're just kind of mopping up the last of it. And Guth, go ahead and give us an insight check there, the Dane. And
Insight.
either persuasion or deception from Trina, your choice.
Um, yeah, because totally pending that everything is great. Uh, so deception.
Or persuasion. I'm going to give you a -2 on your roll, Bella, because it's kind of your gear is getting a little bit wear and tear. It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, you can kind of tell when somebody's a little bit down.
So I'm gonna roll the deception, but I'm rolling perception just for the math piece of it
Sure.
because deception is +0 and persuasion +2. So that's the -2.
Sounds good. Trying to
And
remember if I will
attack.
see these or not.
Did you that?
I
I
didn't,
think
but I should be able to see them
you should,
now.
because it says rolling M.
Yeah. Oh, there.
It was a 10.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah. There we go. All right. It was a 10. Okay.
All
And
right.
how did you do, Dane?
I haven't rolled yet. How do I roll insight on D&D Beyond? So used
You
to roll 20 playing with
Yeah,
you.
I know. We're trying the D&D Beyond thing.
Yeah.
Typically, if your sheet's open, you should be
Yeah.
able to just click on your sheet on the skill, and it should auto roll for you. I should be able to see it now. I'm now watching the game log, so let's hope it works.
Clicking insight, all it does is pull up the skill, like the info.
Oh, are you actually looking at the character sheet, like the
Yeah.
observation? No.
Viewing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The other way is they've got the little dice icon, and you should be able to just
Yeah.
click on that and roll it manually.
Okay. So I've got insight +4, and I'm rolling.
See if it lays nice.
So 8 +4.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe you. 12 does beat her deception. So you get you can see that she is, you don't have the full view of her history per se, but you definitely can tell she's putting on a brave face
Okay.
and it hasn't been as successful as she's letting on.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. Like, enjoy this, enjoy the kind of more happy to like help a friend out. So,
Yeah. All right, so round about this time, Guthrie, who's captain of the training guard, you've worked with her a couple of times. Comes in, a couple of the people kind of give her the cheers, and she kind of. It's a bit like some. You can see who is currently training with her because you can see some rookies off in the corner, and they see her coming in, and they kind of hide a little bit, and a few of them kind of like stiffen up like she's gonna put them through their paces. She just patently ignores them and kind of beelines for the bar, nods to a couple of the veterans that you would know a little bit, and kind of has a few words with Chuck. After a few moments, Chuck points in your direction, and she gives a nod and flicks him a coin, and comes walking over and sits down. Now I'm gonna try something. I haven't tried this in a while, and it may not work. It might be annoying, but we're gonna try a voice changer. So just one sec.
Ding. Oh, let's see. I can't hear it. Is it working? Oh, there we go. All right. Ding. Good to see you. Oh, and oh, I'm the Trina. Yeah. All
yeah,
right. I'm glad I
Yeah.
bumped into you. Um. Thank you, and I hope you got everything from the barracks. There, Dane.
yeah, I did. I did.
Great. All right. Well, the guard's always ready to welcome me back if your travels bring you back this way. Where are you headed first?
Well, I appreciate that. I'm just catching up with some old leads and thinking about doing some caravan guard duty. See if there's any bounties or other leads that turn up. Just starting on that.
All right, fair, fair. Well, if I hear anything, um, actually, do you know that you just gave your notice and everything? But I was wondering, um, I'm in a bit of a bind. I was wondering if you could give me a hand.
Oh, what's the situation?
Well, the higher ups are wanting me to send another battalion out or a platoon out up north to the pass, and so I'm a little bit under with people moving on. I'm a little thin, and I was hoping that I could maybe convince you not to go in the guard. But you both have a lot of experience, actually. And I was wondering if it's not guard duty, but would you guys be willing to just help me out with some of the new recruits?
Yeah, sure.
Just,
You know,
just
like I
like,
said, I haven't picked up a job just yet, so
well,
happy
you
to
remember,
help out.
I mean, you remember we had Montana's and is trying to be sergeant, so he's left me in the lurch. Stopped training people as soon as he got the reference. So I just gotta get through the next 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know my friend Trina like what she wants to do, but hey, like I said, if you need some
I
help for the next 2 weeks, I can help out, goodwill and all that.
I could they don't come out of petty funds, but and she switch voice. Nope, that button didn't work. 1 sec. The button. Where is the button?
There. Okay, so she reaches and pulls out a sack of coins and kind of offers it over to you. There's probably twice your usual pay in there, your weekly pay, and it's like twice, and there's two of them. So it's a
I feel like Trina's eyes would get at that point and just, well, and just, I could tell that I'm busy. I'll help you out. Favor.
I really
Yeah, I really appreciate that. In fact, I, you know, it's just for a couple of weeks to get a couple of rookies on their feet. Uh, just a couple patrols, take them out, show them the ropes, make sure they know which way the sword is supposed to face.
I think Dane is going to be like, well, you know what? He feels almost like this would help Trina out. He can't turn away good gold, so he'll be like, okay, yeah, all right.
and she kind of looks at you and
Goes, and Jane, I know it's kind of delaying your leaving plans, so I know you big time.
No worries, But hey, if you find some leads down the road, appreciate if you throw them my way.
100%. Oh,
100%.
there we go. So right about there, we're gonna cut back to the other two, and they are 1 second here. There we go. They are right about now, probably just bedding down in the well, here's the question. Judy, for Gwendolyn, is she gonna pay the 1 gold money to have an in-room and stable cranky, or are you gonna both stable, or are you gonna try to just sneak into the stable? What's your plan for your time over at the sandbank? The real question is, does she want to spend the money, or is she going to just go for the common room? Like, I don't mean the common room like where the tables are. I mean, there's like a bunk room, kind of like a youth hostel, or you could get your own private room, or you could just pay for the stabling. It's kind of up to you which way you want to go.
Or we could just sleep like gutter rats.
I'll take it. So you're both behind the stable. There's
There you go.
at least some clean straw back there. It's a little bit smelly in a few places, but doesn't bother Cranky any, and you kind of clear and get a little bit more. You go ahead and do a let's go with actually let's go with a perception check. from either or both of you.
Like that. So click the +6 by yourself.
Just click that.
There you go. Better than mine would be.
11. All right. So you are just like smushing the hay pile into a nice little a nice little bed that you can kind of climb down into. When you kind of mush something and it's firm, and you're like, "Oh no, what did I just touch?" And then it wriggles and goes, "Hey, get it out!"
What did it say?
Did it say
So,
words or just sounds?
It said words. Kind of hard to hear them because it's muffled underneath the straw, but buried underneath there is a small person. And they kind of come wriggling out and stand up, stuff like straw and bits of trash all bunched into what they're wearing, which is basically when I say the word urchin, like street urchin, that's kind of what you're looking at, like cobbled together, half stolen clothing, that sort of vibe. One shoe, and he's kind of brushing himself a little bit like you somehow made him dirty by like squishing part of his head when you were making your bed. He'd been burrowed in there before you even got there. It was the big idea, lady.
Same thing that you were just doing, or just find a place to sleep for the night.
Look, this is my spot, all right? This is my turf. If you want to stay here, you're gonna have to pay me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah? Well, whoa. That's when he sees the bear. Uh-oh. No, it's good. It's good. We're fine. No, you don't need to pay Benny. It's okay.
Okay.
And he starts kind of retreating off down the kind of small alley, kind of tucked in behind this.
What's your name?
Lord Westrington the Third. My name's Benny.
Hi, Benny. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet a fellow connoisseur. Hey,
What?
you guys are cool?
We're just gonna sleep, head out tomorrow. So
You're not gonna call a guard on me or anything, right?
no, you can hang out near here if you want. It's all good.
All right. Well, is your bear gonna eat me?
He could if he wanted to, but I don't think he will.
Benny takes a step back.
I don't think he wants to eat you.
Okay. He's definitely given the eye to the bear. It's like, all right. It's almost dark, and I don't really want to go down by the docks again. I'm gonna go see if the cook has any food for me. Wait, do you guys have any food?
No, we already ate.
Yeah, me too. 3 courses. I'm still hungry though. So he pads.
You should go find yourself some food then if you need it.
He turns around and goes wandering off in the direction of where you can kind of tell where the kitchens are. The stables are kind of nestled in behind a larger wall. It's kind of it's pretty close to the edge of the city, and so there is a wall in this section. It's a fair way around to the other side of the where the gates are, where you came in. But this inn is nestled pretty close to the wall, and then there's a little backyard, and then there's a stable which is almost right up against, and there's just that little gap where you guys have been tucked in trying to be sneaky. I'm gonna get you both. Actually, I'm gonna get one of you to choose. One of you can roll for Benny. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Sure. D20.
Ooh, Benny's not very good at this.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. That's not bad. That's a 7.
That's a 7. After a little while, you hear scrambling feet, and you can see Benny come tearing around the corner, and he's looking out behind him, like doesn't even give you the time of day, just his turn right around like he's hiding from somebody who was looking for him. And you can hear, "And stay out, you little punk," calls from around the corner. And you can see there's like a half-eaten loaf of bread that Benny's got kind of clutched behind his back.
Gonna say anything.
No.
Good for him.
We've thefted food before, so
Thefted. Sure, we thefted.
So you guys kind of just make yourselves cozy, and Benny's kind of just hunkering down about maybe 20. The whole place is only about 25 feet wide, and you guys are kind of pretty close to the far right side, and Benny's pretty close to the far left side, right by the entryway there. You could squeeze out to the right if you needed to, but it's a very tight fit. You came in through the left, which is a wider gap. It's kind of near the muck pile. So it's kind of a forgotten corner of this little back area. After a little while, you're kind of getting cozy and just getting ready, and the sky is this beautiful nighttime sky, kind of glowing blue and orange from the sunset, and you can get that really electric dark blue, midnight blue kind of color coming on, and as it's getting dark. I'm going to get you to both to do a quick perception check for me.
Okay, Cranky first. Ooh,
oh, cranky.
he's
Your perception.
He's probably his nose, if nothing else, and then yeah.
18.
Oh yeah,
18,
20
and 20.
a dirty 20 and an 18. All right, your ears perk up first, followed very closely by Gwendolyn's elven ears, and you hear footsteps, lots of footsteps, and you can hear the rustle of chainmail after a little while, and it's getting closer.
That's not sound.
I think we just stay still and
Hope they don't notice us.
basically.
Holy damn, you're a talking bear? And Benny is not quiet about that. So immediately after he shouted that out, all of a sudden you're like, you hear them call, "Halt, you, get out here. The Lord's God commands you." Do you guys make any move?
Wait, who did they say that to?
So someone in a deep, gravelly voice called from around the corner, "The Lord's guard commands you. Come out."
Well, Benny, you better get out there.
Do you think they heard me?
Yep. That's you they're calling.
It was the talking bloody bear. It wasn't me. It was the bear. And then a couple of mailed hands, like gauntleted hands, come, and shoulders like pauldrons, shining, gleaming type pauldrons, chainmail armed. Arms kind of poke around the corner. You see a helm, one of those split face visors. So it's just a little slit, and then a kind of down to a small nose and mouth split as well. Nothing. It's like, it's good, but it's a little. It's like the person who could get by, but they chose to do cheap chrome plating to like glam it up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not bad equipment, but it's overly shined, if you kind of get that. So you see this effectively guard or knight or somebody reaches around the corner, grabs at Benny and tries to pull him out. Benny leaps up and away, stepping on the bear's knee, on Cranky's knee, and kind of vaulting over your shoulders. Leaps clear over Gwendolyn, lands in the corner, and squirts through the little gap in the corner on the far right that would be very difficult for the two of you to get out of. And you can hear the guard just cursing and, hey, there's more of them. And you can hear more guards kind of posting up just around the corner. And they're like, come out. And you can see the one guard in there with you.
I attack that or I start to growl. How many of them are there?
It sounds, you've definitely heard at least 3. Right about then, you also hear the cook's voice calling out, yeah, there's a nest of thieves. They're robbing from me.
Okay, we're coming out.
You stand up, and the one guard who was close was kind of just looking at this ball of fur. He couldn't quite understand. It's dim back here. He's a human. His eyes aren't as sharp as yours. So when you stand up from behind the bear, he's like, oh, kind of taken aback. You were a wood elf, right? And so I don't think he was expecting that. He kind of stumbles back. He's like, and he does like a half step backwards, but also trying to do a fumbly bow, like he's trying to impress you. He's like, come out. And then he takes a few steps back out, leaving room for the two of you to step out.
What? Oh. So we come out.
You come out and you see there are a total of 4 guards after all. 3 of them look very bored, and then the one guard is standing in front of you, the one who'd been reaching in the overly glammed up armor, takes off his helmet, shakes out his blonde locks, and he's like, you have the good fortune of being caught by Dennison, soon to be of the official Lord's guard. Lord Protector's guard. You're in good hands, but don't put up a fight.
I don't need to put up a fight. We've done nothing wrong. You can go about your business and we will stay here.
Go ahead and do a persuasion check for me.
Decent.
Oh, how much was it? Sorry, it hasn't landed on my screen. Takes a few seconds. 19. Nice. It's like, well, be that as it may, there are thieves about, so we're going to have to take you in, for questioning. The other guard literally puts his hand on his forehead like, oh, God.
But we're not the thieves. The thief ran out the other side. That was not us. He stepped on my pet bear.
I saw what I saw, and it looked like you were in league with the little runt. You didn't stop him.
Why would he jump over and run and leave if we were in league with him? That doesn't make any sense.
They were in league with them. All right. Are you going to put up a fuss, or do we need to get some chains for your bear?
Just you should.
No.
two of the other guards, one of the guards who's just face palming behind him, the other two are just like, he's trying to meet a quota. Just come with us. It's some paperwork. We'll let you go after.
No, we don't need to come with you. You can just let us go now. It's useless paperwork. You might as well be doing something useful as the guard.
And then this is back to the blonde, ridiculous guard. Yes, but you understand. Rule of law must be abided. I stand for justice. It's my middle name. Dennison Justice Remington.
Great. Go and arrest people who have done wrong then, and you will be serving justice.
Well, all right. Milady, if I can call you that, and is your bear tame? Are you some kind of performer?
These two can speak animal speak, so he will make little grunts and stuff.
Sure. Yeah. You have speak with animals prepared, we'll say.
Yeah,
and just,
we both do, right? So they'll have a little side conversation. Like play the royalty card. Just tell them you wouldn't want to start an international incident with the people of the woods. Now, would you? My father, blah blah blah.
I think you guys need to go and do your job now. You don't want to start any international incidents with the wood elves. My father, he's very well known and respected, and you really don't want to start anything with us. We're just passing through.
Funny, my father is also very well known and very respected. He regularly travels this realm. He's a merchant, a lord merchant, as it were. But I go my own path. Pretty soon, I'm going to be a full-fledged Lord Knight Guard. You know, I do have to ask again, though. Your bear is not going to eat me, right? He's fed? Are you some kind of troop? Does he juggle?
If he does, would you let us go?
I mean,
Yo,
I did get a juggling bear for my birthday, and it was pretty awesome. I was like 7, and I haven't seen it since. Are you that bear? Are you Mr. Bunkles?
As they're having that little conversation, Cranky will have kind of like flipped a bucket or something upside down or a barrel or whatever, and like then he'll get up on his hind legs and he'll start turning around on it. Like pirouetting.
Oh my god, I think it's Mr. Bunkles. He turns to the other guys, he's like, this is the bear I was telling you about. And they're like, oh god. Mr. Bunkles. Oh, I've dreamt of you. Anyway, I forget myself. Now, a simple misunderstanding. I'm sorry, my lady. I did not mean to disparage the woodfolk. It is odd to find you in the back slop yard of an inn. What brings you to town? You and such esteemed company of Mr. Bunkles.
We are just passing through, and we prefer to sleep under the night sky, as we are from the forest.
Ah. I don't understand. But where do you put the 4-poster bed with feathers?
Ever curled up with a bear? God, they're so comfortable. Tell them that.
My bear keeps me warm and comfortable, and so that is all I need.
You mean Mr. Bunkles gives you snuggle time?
And he'll put his head like against her thigh and kind of like lift it up under her hand, like dogs do,
This is some of the most adventurous stuff I've ever seen. Mr. Bunkles, would you do me the honor? And he extends his hands in the kind of like he wants a hug. Gotta honor the successful persuasion.
No, I like it. He'll stand up on his hind legs and come to him and like give him an
Bunkles, you're
actual
bigger
bear
than I
hug.
remember.
And he'll kind of like squeeze extra, you know how strong I am. Like to rib tapping levels, but
And he's like doing these little taps with his gauntlet on your back, and then they become a little more furtive.
A little bit of drool will come out, you know, to the guy's head. Breathe down his neck a bit.
This is probably the first time the other guards have really been paying attention, as they're like wondering if this guy's being killed by a bear, and some of them look vaguely amused by this.
And they'll just let him go and circle back around beside Gwendolyn.
I am honored. Thank you, Mr. Bunkles.
I was going for bruising, not breakage, you know?
I mean, he's a pretty solid guy, so he definitely was fine. It's just like, wow. Well, just wait till the other trainees hear about this. Not all of them got snuggles from Mr. Bunkles.
Oh, God. I'm fucking famous.
So...
Mr. Bunkles.
they seem to be kind of losing interest and do a half pass, and the chef's like, well, what about the thief? Well, we'll catch him another day, says one of the guards. Right. Well, I better get back. My soup's burning. Are you two staying out here, or are you gonna go in?
The innkeeper's inviting us in?
The cook is, well, actually, it was one of the guards who assumed you guys were going to be going in. It's up to you whether you want to or not.
Guess it's sure.
I told him.
But, you know, I can go hang out in there for a little bit and then
Go have a drink and then come.
You guys are busy grunting back and forth, and the one blonde guard he's put his helmet back on, but his eyes are popping back and forth excitedly between the two of you. It's like, your people are truly gifted to be able to speak to bears. My father would. He kind of recovers himself and he's like, my father wouldn't care to meet Mr. Bunkles, but say, I have a favor. I have a sister. Do you think that I can pay? I can pay you. Do you think she's never really believed that I had a bear at my 7th? She's young. She didn't see you. If it was, do you think you could come and prove to her that I know Mr. Bunkles? She's always made fun of me and didn't think it was true.
Yes. How much will you pay us?
I'll leave that up to Daddy's people. But and the other guard, all three of them now go, oh God, can we get back on patrol? It's like, I'm doing important Bunkle business.
30 gold pieces.
30 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, done. He just heard you say that out loud because and he's like, I have to finish my can you wait for me?
We'll go in and have a drink. We're gonna go in and have a drink. You finish your patrols.
Oh, I'm almost done. Just come with me.
Okay.
I've got to head back and do my final logbook, and then I can take you over to Daddy's, or at least, well, I might see Marissa, but she might be at the guard house, or she might be at Daddy's.
Okay.
All right, let's go. And then the other 3 guards turn around and just lope off. You gather up your things and you follow this guard. He turns around. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is
Buddy, you're talk to
Tennyson Remington. Remember that name. I'm going places. But of course you remember, don't you, Bunkles?
He probably remembers the smell.
It's sandalwood. And he turns around and goes walking off this way.
Oh, God.
All right. So, we're going to leap a little in time.
Yeah.
We're just going to leap ever so slightly in time. This is the timing. We're going to need a little timey-wimey with this. The conversation with the other 2, with the former guards pulling back in, happened the previous night. This happened right now, and you are now marching in and into the training hall. It's a kind of an open, it's almost like a corral for horses, basically. It's mostly a large field, large-ish anyway, courtyard kind of thing. There's these wooden fences around. There is a section where they're practicing horse riding and so on in light tack, light gear. And there's the archery going on in the far corner. You hear the bows and crossbows kind of twanging in the background a little bit. You hear a few people, men at arms, kind of practicing with wooden blunt weapons, and in here you will find Dane and Trina chatting with Guthrie as they're kind of supervising and taking a tour through the training facilities.
I really appreciate you coming back. It's well, anyway, here we go. So you know your way around. It's been a little bit. I've got a couple of people who are really close to graduating. But they could use a little bit of help on an evening stroll, if that's all right.
Yeah, we can do an evening stroll with them.
Or if you prefer, you can go in and show them the ropes.
And she points over towards the where the men at arms are basically dueling. So you can kind of take your choice. Do you want to do the dueling round or get ready for the evening patrol?
Evening.
Evening patrol's fine. I kind of like Dane's kind of like, well, whatever. Like I don't mind dueling, but I could use the night air.
No problem. We're just waiting on the recent guard patrol to get back. I will say
this, and then there's a bit of a fuss up towards the entrance, and she gets cut off. As in walks 3 guards in particular, and then followed by a wood elf in leathers, a pretty road traveled person, seems pretty capable, and a bear. And a few people kind of make note of the bear loping in. There's some rumors that you hear around you. Oh, I think maybe it's the Rangers. It's part of the new Ranger bit. So you kind of hear a few mutters from some of the troops, and a few of the more seasoned trainers kind of back in line. After a few minutes, you see these 4 roll up, and one of them do a perception check for me there, Dane. And Trina.
Five. Did not perceive much.
No. What about you, Trina? The mute is strong with you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Wow, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I will explain something to you in a second, but the guards come up. They kind of, all right, we're done on the south quarter. We didn't a little bit of run in over their sandbanks, but nothing too much. We got these two, and apparently this one, and you see this guard with kind of a chromed helmet. Take it off, tuck it under. Looking around, he starts correcting the posture of some other trainees around him, even though you can tell by his garb, he doesn't have the standard kind of cross lapel pin that most of the official city guards have, which kind of holds their cloak in place, kind of an emblem. He doesn't have that yet. He's got a trainee pin himself, but two of the others are official guards that came up. The one with the chromed helmet kind of takes it off, and he's a trainee and correcting the others. Oh, you really should widen your stance. You're too easy to knock over. Trina, you pick something up about, it's a family resemblance. Even if you don't recognize him, you pick up on this. The smell of sandalwood is very distinct. Unfortunately, Dane, you don't. You're just kind of dismissive, taking it in or distracted in this particular instance. Probably by the bear.
By the bear. Dane's looking at the bear like, what's going on with this bear?
And the elf is standing there, and they're just kind of busy tapping their foot and looking at this person with the crumb. Oh, yes. Hello. Have you seen Mirza? He says to you, Dane, like you should know who that is.
Who?
Marissa. God, does this one speak common?
No. I'm kind of shrugging at him like, Marissa who?
And you kind of look to the other guards who came in with him, and they have already pieced out. Like, they took the opportunity to just turn and walk, and now he's your problem.
Do I see that he is a trainee?
Yeah.
Tim? Trainee, are you looking for another trainee? Or are you looking for the instructor training you?
Neither. I am almost not a trainee, just to clear this up. I did my exams earlier this week, and I'm just waiting on the news. However, I am looking for my sister, Marissa. She is one of the clerks who oversees inside.
Okay, well, I haven't seen her.
Right. He turns around, talks mostly to the bear, and is like, "Okay, just wait here. I will be right back, and then I will get you your money as well. Thank you, milady." And he does like it's a passable bow for like a semi nobility, and he turns around and goes storming off into the now. You know that he's supposed to ask for permission before being dismissed, but he kind of ignores that and goes marching off, unless you want to do something about that.
You know what? I'll let it go. I'm just like, partly because I think Dane is thinking, if I was still properly in the guard, I probably wouldn't let this go. But I'm actually not. Kind of back just temporarily, so whatever. I don't know who this person is.
And one of the guards who had already pieced out kind of looks over and is like, "Good call." Just kind of marching off, eating an apple. So you're four are
right
all
on,
just kind
Harold.
of standing there.
Right on.
You can the four of you, this is the first time you've been face to face. Do a second and kind of just take a second and describe what the other people are seeing. We haven't done that yet. We're like an hour in.
I can go.
Yeah, go
Sure.
ahead.
All right. 2.5 foot halfling. Got a on long, kind of wavy curly, brown hair, and got like a plate armor on top, and carrying a teeny and button. Green eyes.
I'm going to give you this as well, Trina. You're the only one who picked up. This is not a bear. Technically, it's a bugbear. No one else seems to have picked up on that. This is a humanoid bear typically, but he's busy walking around on all fours.
Yeah, I would say he's kind of like a subspecies of bugbear that, yes, you could tell if you really look closely, but
With a
unless you really,
23, she
yeah,
picked
that's
that
what I
up.
mean. Like you'd have to really perceive well to realize he's not just a grizzly.
It's
He's-
something about the intelligence of the eye behind the eyes as well.
Yeah. Yeah, to the average onlooker, to someone who's not putting him under intense. Yeah, he just looks like a bear, but you see that and you're like, oh, he's a bugbear, and then maybe you catch his eye and he's like, oh, she sees. But he doesn't say anything. He pretends to be only a bear. He speaks to his counterpart, his companion, in animal speak. She will sometimes reply that way, sometimes in common, depending on what they want others to perceive. And notably, when they enter cities, towns together, he tends to stash his gear somewhere, well hidden. Because wearing armor, walking around with a halberd, satchel, kind of gives it away. Prefers the anonymity of actually looking like just a random bear.
She'll kind of clock that and get in, and just kind of. I feel like she'd word him, kind of be like, try to get a little closer. Looking up at him.
You'd probably be eye to eye with him if he's down on all fours, I'm thinking. You come close and he'll sniff you, like kind of smell you up and down a little bit.
Dane is just
Just let me give a
cautiously
look.
watching this, like seeing if it's like a threat or seeing if there's, as they're sniffing Trina, he's just a little bit cautious.
And
Now,
what do they see when they look at Dane? Or did you already go through that? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I haven't. Dane's also wearing he's wearing half plate. He has dark, close cropped hair, and just a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow beard. Rugged looking. He's in his mid to late 20s, and so not too young, but not too old either. Been out working. Looks like he has that eye where he's always kind of looking, watching, because he's been spent so much time on his feet, guarding and looking for threats. So he also has a little bit of a scar on his forehead from a fight with bandits at one point. He splashed in the face.
Now, not to be too dismissive of it, but when you describe yourself as a bear there, Cranky, is there anything else that stands out about Cranky? Or does he blend in pretty good?
Mute.
Muted. You are muted.
He does try to look as plain as possible when he's in cities. like I think that picture of him there is actually quite good.
Yeah.
It kind of gives his personality a bit. He's kind of just, I'm a bear in the forest doing bear things. What am I going to eat next? Where am I going to sleep? I can crap anywhere I want and nobody complains. You know, yeah, it's pretty chill.
Okay,
Not
and
much to say. Yeah.
and what about your companion, Gwendolyn?
Well, Gwendolyn is a wood elf, red hair, wears traveling clothes, mostly browns, carries staff walking, kind of just like a walking stick, but it is more than just that. And also has her bow and shield. That. But nothing that stands out a lot because the traveler from the woods is kind of the impression she tries to get.
Fair enough. So
yeah.
now that everybody can kind of picture what you're kind of waiting for, as you are kind of waiting for what's his name, Tennyson to come back, presumably the Guthrie comes out. She'd gone off to go and consult with somebody, and she comes back and kind of starts speaking almost immediately over to Dane here, but kind of lumps everybody in as her voice is pretty commanding to begin with.
There you are. Okay, I just had to take a report. Look, any chance you could take a look out? We actually had somebody who didn't check in from the last patrol.
Where were they patrolling?
They were down by the docks.
Yeah,
They're supposed to
can
loop
take a look.
down by the docks and then out past the break wall and then back around. And two of them came back, but a couple of them didn't. So, is there any chance you could go take a look?
Yeah, of course. That'll be
Are these
easier
some
than walking.
and
That'll be
just
easier than
grab
walking
whatever
to.
recruits you want.
Okay, so I was gonna say.
Oh, you know what? I owe. Look, there's a minimum number of hours, and let's be honest, we're tipped pretty well to make sure that this one recruit finishes out his hours as quickly as possible. Any chance you
Oh,
could take him?
And
okay.
Shrina's just gonna kind of look down at the ground at Dane and be
Sorry, it's funny when I giggle in character voice. So
Great. Just check back in. At the 12 bells is probably enough, and then I'll rotate you out. And I owe you big ending time. Thank you.
she wanders off.
Okay.
God.
What did?
Dane,
Yeah, I know.
what do you that is?
What the?
Is that
Root?
hump idiot? I'm guessing brother.
Probably son, judging by the age.
This idiot. Ugh.
Maintenance son. Oh,
Right about then he comes back. All right. So, slight change of plans. She's gone home, but 30 gold still stands. Can you guys come? We can swing by. I just picked up extra hours because I'm awesome. And Guthrie, she likes me. She's impressed. So
Yeah,
do you guys
really.
mind just coming with, and we can pass by Marissa's on the way? There's an extra 5 gold in it for you.
Recruit, what is this about? We're about to go on a
Oh.
patrol to find some missing members. Finish off your hours.
Oh, you're
Dane.
the Dane, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's just a technicality, but I'm glad that you can assist me in my journey. I'm here to learn. This is. I actually didn't get your name. What's your name? He says to Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
This is Lady Gwendolyn of the Wood People, and this is.
See.
This is. Do you recognize this one?
No.
I'm not surprised. It's very niche. Very this is Mr. Bunkles.
Sorry,
The
that's
Mr.
my dog.
The
wants-
Mr. Bunkles.
Right.
That's okay, no worries. This is the Mr. Bunkles. And I have to
Right.
introduce him to my sister to settle a bet.
Oh,
So can we do a quick detour as part of our
is your sister on the way to the docks?
on the loop around?
All right, recruit. Let's just do this. Let's do this. But I point to Gwen and Mr. Bungles. So you two have agreed to meet his sister, yes?
Yes, he's paying us.
Indeed.
And
All
worth
right then.
every copper. Silver, gold. Every gold. I don't care
Yeah.
copper.
We are going out to find a couple of missing guardsmen who didn't cut back on patrol. Happy to escort you to meet his sister, and then be on your merry way, and we'll continue our patrol.
Sounds good.
So after a couple of minutes, you get the write up from one of the other trainers. Comes over with like the specs on the people who you're looking for. Rough sketches as well, done probably by some kind of illusory magic, a kind of like an illusory script type spell. So you're looking for. They're technically 2 trainees or 2 mercenaries. They are complete their training. They are actually part of the citizen militia, as it were. And you're looking for Delvin and Kavori. They're actually brother and sister as well.
Elvin and Kadvori,
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
And there's a sketch of them, pretty typically, dressed, and they'll have their crests. They are actually, they're finished their training, but they're still mercenary types.
Take time.
All right. All right. So, is there any other business to take care of, or shall we go?
We do a little pause first.
We can do a little pause. Let's take
refreshments.
a little 5 minute, 5 or 10. What do we want?
Oh, just 5. We just want to go get some.
That
Five
is
is fine.
that's hard not to do the Tennyson voice. He's such a douche, though.
All the
It
talk about
comes
rubbing and
very naturally. All right, so we'll take a 5 minute break. We'll be back in a few minutes. And on that note, I think it's time to come back from break. Here we go. Do you want to say that one more time?
Let's start. Let's get Tennyson killed.
Yep. All right. So you guys leave the guards training facility and start making your way down towards the docks. It's actually a beautiful night. It's pretty clear. The stars are coming out. There's a little bit of cloud, but you can definitely see the stars and the moon. It's a beautiful oceanside city. And so you get, the torches gleaming in the light, causing some twinkling lights all up and down. You can see some lanterns coming on. Some people are, the lamplighters are going around lighting lamps. It's a beautiful evening. You're kind of working your way through, and the two of you have stumbled into a guard escort as the three of them kind of walk along, and it's a beautiful night. What do you want to do?
Right. Let's continue our route until we reach trainee's house, and then you can both be on your way. We'll continue our patrol.
So you kind of clump in between as you're kind of talking to them. You see Tennyson kind of almost knee, like high raised knee marching as he's kind of going through. Citizen, watch yourself. As he's kind of making his way through the city as well. You spend quite a while kind of making your way down through the main thoroughfare. The city, now that you're seeing it and you're not kind of scrambling through or worried now that you've got an escort, barely anybody tends to give you a second look. The bear gets some looks, but with the guard so visibly present, people kind of go, oh, okay. And then they just go about their business. So the night is beautiful and clear and cheery even, and you start, although you prefer the wilds, you are getting a sense of this lovely city life as you're kind of like a tourist in a lovely city. You saw the grime at first, but now that you're being escorted through and people aren't giving you a hard time, it is a beautiful place, even though it is a city. Trina, you've passed on the message to Dane that it is indeed Lord Remington's son. How are you feeling about your new companions? And you're also, I imagine, you were pretty taken by the bear, or bugbear, I should say, because you know that. Catching you mid-bite, so I'm not going to make you say anything right now. Can I just get a either insight or perception from anybody, or if there's any other skills that anyone else would like to roll for patience as Tennyson is walking around with you?
Sure, I'll do perception just to see what's going on. Keep my eyes out.
Yeah, I'll do.
Inside, yeah,
14.
No, Roger on the 14. Is that your recent perception check, or was that one from before? Oh, that was the recent one. So 18 from Cranky, 10 from Trina, 14 from Dane, and 8 from Gwendolyn. All right. So, Cranky, you are the one to pick up on this, but before we get to you, let me just explain what the other people are noticing. You've made your way down through the main thoroughfare, past the market where you first started your day, and now you are getting pretty close to where the docks are. Now the docks are, you see the ships, the silhouettes of ships in the harbor, and you can see there is a walled off section with a low wooden wall, nothing too high, kind of marking where the warehousing happens and the loading and unloading of some of the things. But you can see kind of crammed up against this low wall are several different businesses catering to the docks, including some more traditional ones, like there's the quartermaster's yard where you'd have to register your ship and so on. There are several low-rise warehouses. Nothing super high here. It's all just kind of general storage. And then you do, of course, it's just a little ways in. You can also see kind of the more rowdy section of town where there's bars and where some of the sailors kick up their heels, as it were. They can be a bit rougher. Now, of course, the Trina and Dane would know this. You probably pick up on that even with a low perception check, but um, it's it's almost kind of novel. You certainly doesn't match your typical experience of going through the woods there, Gwendolyn, or Cranky for that matter. I don't know how much time Cranky spends in pubs.
Very little.
So you can hear all kinds of yelling, smashing of the occasional glass, and some very colorful language coming. And literally, I mean that in multiple languages. Also, all swear words in multiple different tongues from all up and down the Sword Coast and beyond. Kind of emanating out into the night air from some of these establishments. You get a little bit closer, and Trina, Dane kind of pauses to like correct, stop Tennyson from bothering some old man in a corner who's like, hey, you know, vagrancy is a serious, and so Dane steps aside to be like, just leave him alone. And you have a moment where you actually pick up. You're about to check in again with the bugbear, but you pick up a little bit of a tussle going on, some raised words pretty close, and the door to one of these drinking establishments kind of flings open, and this 6'5", fairly gray green skinned, bare shoulders, but kind of a almost tank top, lanyard type things, little satchel on his side, comes stumbling out backwards, and you immediately see a stool. He ducks as a stool goes flying over his head and kind of lands at the foot of the three of you from where you're currently standing. And you hear somebody swearing in well, curious, what languages do you speak?
Gnomish and Goblin.
There are some words in Goblin that are in this, but it's mostly picked up slang. They're not speaking Goblin. They're speaking one of the more southern languages from the Sword Coast, but they are definitely cussing this guy out using like racially insensitive terms, but in Goblin. But he is clearly Orcish, and these four sailors come kind of stumbling out and kind of arraying themselves, kind of trying to corner this guy. And this is right in front of you. Dane, you were off talking to Tennyson, trying to prevent him from hassling just some old man. And you turn back just in time to see this Orcish man stumble out and see these four sailors step out like they're gonna try to rough up this Orcish man, or they are continuing something that started inside. Anybody want to do anything?
I'm probably going to turn around and say, hey, City Watch, what's going on here?
The two of the sailors don't really pay you much mind, but another two of them kind of turn closer to you. They turn and they're pointing at the orc, and they start speaking in one of the more southern tongues. I'm going to assume you probably don't know, but if you want to know it, you could have. You've grown up in this town. You've heard a lot of languages in your time.
What's southern? Like which southern tongue? Like how far away?
Let me Google and see. Languages of Faerun. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the wiki, shall we? I don't know. I'd only known by map. Let's go with, they are the Loras.
I'm just say I don't know it.
It's a Netherese noble tongue. Oh, City of Shade. That seems a little sus to me. Hold on, that might be a little bit
It's a bit suspect.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. They're speaking in that, but it's considered a dead language. Never mind. Google, you failed me for the last. Okay,
What dead language are you speaking?
okay. So they're actually, yeah, he was speaking this weird tongue, and you're like, I don't know that one. And then he kind of gives. He'd been talking to one of the others, and then they switch over to common, and they're like, "This one's bothering us. He's up to no good, as you can tell." And he's like, look, and he kind of turns back to you guys. He turns around, and you see this orcish man just kind of standing there. I'm just here for a drink. And the four of them kind of post up around him.
Go for kind of walk toward the orcish individual and be like, what's going on? Why are these men attacking?
I just went in for a drink, and they said I wasn't welcome here. My coin's good. Gives his taps, keeps one hand up, pulls out the coin purse, and kind of gives it a shake. And one of the other ones hisses again in that kind of weird language. And then another one's like, yeah, he took that from me.
Insight. Is he lying?
Who are you trying to insight? The orc or the humans?
The human who said, he took that from me. Like, I want to see if he's lying, or even if the orc's lying, but sure. Like, I want to see who's kind of being.
Go for it and roll insight. Let me know what you get.
16.
16. All right. You're a pretty good judge of character, and there are very few hostile signs coming off this orc, but these other ones are definitely in their cups, and they seem to be scrounging for trouble. But one of them, I mean, it is hit and miss, but you got a 16. If he's lying, like if the human's lying, he seems pretty convinced of it, or at least pretty convincing, like he's a good liar. But you can tell that he is lying. Barely. You got a 15.
Yeah.
You should take this piece of filth into custody, city guard. And give me back my coin. And he goes to reach, and the orc's like, hey, and slaps his hand away.
And now, guys.
Oh, go ahead.
You don't want to get into a fight and then miss your ship. Yeah? So, why don't you go back into the bar? We'll take care of the orc.
Roller persuasion or deception.
Okay. Persuasion. Not amazing. 15.
15?
Yeah.
You're real busy, boss. I think we can take care of this ourselves. Settle amongst ourselves.
It's not how we do things in Neverwinter.
It's how we do things worldwide.
I kind of glance at Trina, and it's the last time I'm going to ask you guys. Go back in. We'll take care of this.
Now, Bear and Gwendolyn, you've just kind of been standing there, and do you want to pipe in or just kind of watching it all?
Actually, as silently as possible, Cranky will just rear up on all fours behind Dane, just like, his front paws just down, but he'll kind of just like push his head forward and kind of cock it a little.
Okay, I'm gonna get you to. I was gonna make you do a
It's
stealth
like-
check, but I'm actually gonna make you do an intimidation check. You can use your
Really what
you
he's
can
doing
use
is
your
like-
strength though,
Yeah.
instead of charisma.
So just roll straight strength.
Kind of strength.
Unless you'd rather
Okay.
roll charisma.
No, 19.
19.
Yeah. He's just trying to enhance what Dane is doing.
Yeah, and one of the humans is like kind of getting in his face, and the other three are kind of closing in on the orc, and then they kind of freeze and they're looking at Dane. Dane kind of gives them a look, and they start. All right, trouble here, and
Frankie
they
will
whisper.
do his best. Sorry, just to enhance
Do it.
that. Frankie will do his best to get back down on all fours and out of the way so Dane doesn't realize that he was there.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
So they kind of retreat. They're like, "No worries, Gov." And then they say something in that other weird language, and then one of them calls out in like broken goblin, and he's like, "See you later," but in goblin to the orc, and the orc's just like, "I'm not even goblin." And they go back inside the bar. At that moment, Tennyson's finished writing the ticket for vagrancy and is, "You are going to have to talk to the clerk and pay that." All right. Yes, Sir Dane, I am stand ready. What are we looking at?
He just broke up a potential bar fight. Drunken sailors,
Thanks, I should know better, but some of the places uptown don't let me in, says the orc.
Yeah. Well, we know that you likely didn't start this, so we're not taking you in. Just keep an eye out for yourself.
Yeah, no problem. Old ideas. Have yourself a good night. Thanks for the assist. And he clocks the bear, gives you a nod.
Do I see that with that him clocking the
Do
bear?
a perception or insight.
Do perception. Why not?
Oh, that was gonna be a 15. And
That
rolled
was
to
just
become
a crappy 9.
yeah,
Oh, well.
just a 9. Yeah, so you're just like,
Still hasn't
all
figured
right.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just
So
sitting on my butt.
yeah, licking your paw. And so the orc turns around and kind of makes his way back towards the docks. He's probably either works on the docks or works on one of the ships that comes through. And he heads off into the night. It's pretty quiet otherwise, and Tennyson's like, "Oh, good. I'm glad I was here to solve that problem. Okay. Well, my sister's is just up past the break wall, and I have not seen any other city guard that we're looking for. What are their names again? Oh, I don't care.
2 names. Well, you should. Delvin and Gavori Fahrenheit. They just passed their trainee time and exams, so seems perplexing. But let's keep on our patrol and see if we find anything about them.
All right, so you guys start making your way back down towards the break wall and then kind of curving out and around there, almost past the whole area of the docks. When all of a sudden, kind of in an alley between different warehouses, and an anguished scream erupts from a nearby alley.
That just
You don't actually say that.
Trina,
Everyone turns back and is like, "Did someone just say? Who said that?"
Dane, like kind of like Dane is used to recognizing sometimes if people need help, bandits, whatnot, kind of versus thieves.
Yeah,
So
you can
feel perfectly.
definitely hear a woman's voice calling out for assistance.
Yeah. Trina with me. Tennyson stay with the other two. Then Dane's moving on towards the
So
source.
you two go bolting off, and Tennis is like, "I'm not staying behind. You two with me." And he goes storming off down the alley like he's in charge of you two now. So you come running around the corner. The sound comes from a slender woman clad in light leather armor of a scout or maybe an investigator, a town's guard, clutched, kind of crumpled in between in the dim, but clutched in her arms is a crumpled human form, clad in a tattered gray robe. The You come running around the corner and you get this real quick, especially the two of you who are more experienced. The human man crumpled is dead. Just you can tell the way they're not moving, no breathing. And the rest of you kind of come rushing up behind. The man and woman bear a striking resemblance to each other and the descriptions of the people you are looking for. With a As you come around the corner, she looks up at you and she's like, "Now you have to forgive me. I don't have unlimited voices here, so I'm going to use the same one as the other one."
Okay.
Help! Help! Somebody help my brother.
And as she kind of turns, his hands kind of fall open in the alley, and everybody just do a quick perception check for me. If no one gets over a 15, this is going to be a very short game. Ooh, nice. Dane with the 21, Cranky with the 18, Gwendolyn with the 11, and Trina with the 19. Oh my gosh. So Gwendolyn, you don't clock this, but everybody else clocks this. The human male had something in his hand, and when she shifted, his hand hit the ground and opened, and you see a small round thing kind of go rolling off into the shadows, kind of at the base of one of the buildings on the far side. It had been in his hand. Grenade. It's not a grenade. It's probably about the size of a D20 dice, maybe a little bit bigger, just slightly. But that's all you could really count. It's not. It's a tiny grenade. It's a cherry bomb. You come rushing up and get for free. The dead man is Delvin Fernhardt. He's an investigator and the Lord Protector's employ. And the woman holding him, it is Kavori, Fernhardt, Delvin's sister.
Gonna run up and say, "It's okay. I'll take care of this." And she'll put her hands on him and cast what will she cast?
Well, just do a medicine check for me as you rush up.
Okay.
Or perception, but it's different DCs.
I'll do medicine check.
Sure, go for it.
I mean, they're the same. 18.
This man's been dead for a little while, and you can even see the drag marks where she had dragged him from kind of towards the end of the alley. It's been a little while. He's probably been dead for over an hour anyway.
Okay.
So there's not a lot you can do.
No, not even fair dying.
While she's doing that, I'm actually, because I saw something come from his hand, and knowing that he's an investigator and that it's Kavori and the two people we're looking for, I am going to go look for what rolled out of his hand.
Sure. Do me a quick before you do this. Just roll a history check, Gordon.
Sure.
Dane. This is to see if you know them from before or whether your paths never crossed. They're recently fairly recently graduated. So
15.
15? Yeah. So
Yeah.
you do recognize them both. They had graduated and they were pretty quick risers through the ranks, and so
Yeah.
so you definitely know they are pretty capable, and they were kind of fast tracked towards the investigative side of the mercenary then. So it's not just like keeping the peace, they're actually tasked with like tracking down these kinds of like a potential murder or anything like that. They were being routed into that division
Okay.
of the guard.
So pretty capable. I'm
Yeah.
just. I mean, I will say, like, we're city guard. We know who you are, and I'll Trina attend, and I mean, I'm gonna have like my sword out because I'm expecting and shield at the ready, but I am looking for what maybe rolled out.
I I found him like this. Um, I know you. Um,
Dane.
right, Dane. Corey. This is my brother, Delvin. Um, we're supposed to meet here, and I found him like this back there. Is there anything you can do?
He looks over to Trina.
I'll say Trina will do her best. Something rolled out of his hand, and I'm gonna look for it.
While you're doing
There's-
that, did Cranky, who got a good look at it, Cranky, you already know what it is. How,
I got a
you
21. So
oh, you got a 21. I thought Cranky got the 21. Oh no, Cranky
No,
got the
it's
18.
Yeah.
Okay, so neither of you know what it is, but you sniff your way over to it at the same time as Dane starts walking that way. And as soon as you get close to it, you recognize what it is and kind of pull back a little bit there, Cranky. It's an eyeball. It's a it's a it's a bit of a strange, almost glassy. It's definitely a real eyeball, but it looks like it's been removed. Um, and it looks like it's been capped in a kind of glass, kind of circular container, almost perfectly encasing it. So much so that as it rolls, it almost stays level.
Yeah, okay. It's like in a glass sphere of glass with.
Right.
So can I don't suppose then I can smell the eyeball itself. It's
You can't smell the eyeball itself, but the glass the glass itself has that smell on the outside of it as well, kind of a pungent,
okay.
kind of oily, not formaldehyde, but that sort of chemically, certainly some weird kind of chemistry involved in whatever this thing's been dumped in. And it's smooth and high grade, very strange. Um, Not your typical glass container, and also who walks around with a perfect eyeball size container, except me, because I'm holding it over the camera, and you're like, "Where the hell did you get that?" But yes, yeah. Dane, you do you touch it? Do you leave it where it is?
if I recognize it as an eyeball, which I assume I do when I get close, I'm not gonna just pick it up. I'll be like, "Ooh, seems magical."
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check if you care to.
He won't try. He's never gonna- he just knows like eyeball and
Spooky.
like in a root smooth thing is like seems magical. Maybe. So he would stop from picking it up because he doesn't know what it is and he doesn't know magic too well. But he would like um, look around, scope the other, see if there's any dangers present.
Sure, go ahead. I'll count that as part of your earlier perception check with
Yeah, sure.
21. There is no one else in the alley. The end of the alley is a dead end. And you can see the drag marks where she has brought him towards the entrance more. With a 21, you see tracks, but it's hard to tell what is what. Some of them are yours. You can see the drag marks. You can see some footprints, but some of them are very old. Some of them are new. If you had to guess, some of the more kind of regular human sized footprints, there are more footprints who've gone down this alley than just your own. And certainly more than just Kavori or her brother. Um, if you had to put a number on it, probably 8 or so, probably including Kavori and the brother. But it's hard to get an exact amount on that. With an 18, Cranky, you can smell that chemically smell kind of trailing off towards the end of the alley a little bit.
Follow it.
Okay. Sorry?
I will follow it out of curiosity.
Sure. You get towards the end of the alley and it lingers there like it had spent some time there for a while. And then there's definitely a smell of it kind of coming from one of the rain grates in the corner where like runoff from rain might go down into kind of a ditch or a covered ditch or possibly an underground sewer. It's not a very big grate. Probably you could squeeze through it if you opened it, but that's where it's kind of coming from. And then you kind of lose its scent with the other pungent smells coming up from below. It's not a sewer per se. It's more of a runoff type of underground.
I get the sense that the thing came out of there, or is that?
Yeah, it's definitely that kind of very acrid chemical smell. It's fading kind of quickly, but you can tell that it came from. It had spent some time at the end of this alley, and it does continue further in. Whether Delvin had come up from there, or
I'm not going to stop here. It will lift the grate and squeeze.
Okay, so give us a strength check to pull up that grate.
22.
Oof, that is high. So the rest of you are kind of gathered around Kavori at the front of the gate, and Tennyson is visibly like, "Is that a dead body?" He actually grabs Gwendolyn's arm. He's like, "Is that man dead? Like really dead?"
Yes, he is.
And you can see Tennyson trying to gather himself as though this is like maybe one of the first times he's ever seen a dead body. He seems a little bit shaken. Still way too confident, but he is a little bit shaken. He's so still. Right. Remember my training. Look for citizens that look guilty. Starts looking around the end of the.
Gonna getting upset. Will I'll go into my head and cast
Okay. All right. On just Tennyson or kind of the whole area? Because Kaori is pretty upset as well. Kind of weeping for her brother.
It only. Oh, it is within the 20-foot radius.
Okay. Everybody
yeah.
roll. What's the DC? Technically, Frankie's not in the radius.
Okay. Because he's high. So 13. 13.
Okay, go ahead. Everybody roll your wisdom, right? Or you can choose to fail if you just want to be chill.
What are we? What's the roll for?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma
saving
save.
throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, charisma, wisdom. This might be.
Okay, I rolled a 14.
There's no calming Dane down. He's already calm.
Yeah, that one.
He is cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
So
But you do
Okay.
recognize this the telltale signs of casting as Trina clutches her holy symbol and says some words that are, and this kind of ripple effect. It's almost like a breeze. Just feels like a trickle of wind, cooling, calming wind passes out from you. And Gwendolyn also saves, so y'all don't have to be calm. If you want to be upset, you be upset. And fortunately, Kavori and Tennyson both failed, so they both take a deep breath and she kind of gathers herself, still upset. She's not indifferent about the death of her brother, but she gathers herself and stops weeping and kind of looks up at you and Trina's.
Thank you. We, I don't know who did this to him, but we were tasked by the Lord Protector to investigate a suspicious cult activity in the city, and Delvin, he told me that he'd found something, and that he wanted me to meet him here later this evening after she was going to just verify that this hideout, and he was going to check that out and meet me back here. Damn it! I told him that he should wait for me, with it. He should tell the supervisors, but he wanted to prove himself, and ah, can Dane can, and I'm sorry, what's your name?
She looks over at Trina.
Well met, Trina. I wish it was under better circumstances. And you?
She looks up to Gwendolyn.
I'm Gwendolyn. I'm not part of the guard. I'm just here.
Well, I'm sorry to meet you in these circumstances.
And I, Tennyson, and I am part of the guard, and I'm here to right this wrong for you. Just watching all the rolling eyeballs makes me wish we were streaming this out live with cameras, because just the sheer number of people who hate this NPC already is delicious. Anyway, back to it. I'm here to right this wrong. I too am proving myself. Your brother will be oh god, is that an eyeball?
Dane is gonna be okay. He's just gonna put a hand up to Trina. Just hopefully nothing goes wrong. He just picks up the eyeball to see, like, your brother had this in his hands. And he just kind of walks over to sister Ori. Just has it there. It seems magical, or a clue, perhaps, about this cult.
I mean, sometimes in their iconography, we've seen a variety of symbols to indicate that cult. One of them might be an eye, one eye, but I've never seen that before.
Gwendolyn, you have a background in the natural magics. The magics of the realm can be accessed through divinity. They can access through study and arcana. They can be accessed through natural talent and sorcery. Even music is a type of magic, but nature itself is the magic that speaks best to you. Out of curiosity, do you have the ability to learn about magic? Specifically, there are a couple spells, identify, which I don't think you have, detect magic, um, certain divination magics like augury might be able to help the higher level ones as well. I'm just curious if you happen to have any of those. Or if you want, you could also look at an arcana check to investigate this.
This is
While you're kind of puzzling, you can hear Tannis be like, "Oh, don't touch it. It was in someone's head. Oh.
No, yeah, I think it would have to be just an Arcana check for Gwendolyn.
Are you trained in Arcana? You can take one regardless. I'm just curious.
Trained it, or where's that on the character sheet?
It's under skills.
Yeah, it'd be the third from the top skill. You look at your character sheet: acrobatics, animal handling, and then arcana.
Yeah, so he's got Arcana's there. It's a +1.
Okay, you can roll it if you like.
Oh, so she's not necessarily trained in it.
No.
Yeah. Not proficient.
No
That's
problem.
okay.
You can try.
Red dots.
Oh, that's easy.
In theory, you should be able to just click right on the number, and it should roll for you.
Yeah, we're understanding the shit.
Oh, that's a 19. 19. All right. You will need to take a closer look at it, but you have a feeling like there's a weird kind of prescience is too strong, but there's a strange feeling when you see this eyeball, like a whisper in the back of your head that this means something. And Dane is currently holding it. You could learn more about it if you take a close look at it, and I will take that Arcana roll. But you're going to have to handle this thing.
I've handled worse, probably. And it's in a glass case.
Yeah.
She, yeah, Dane will be like a bit hesitant, but then he'll be like, okay, all right. Because he almost assumed that she knows magic. So he'll be like, okay, take a look.
So you hold this thing up and pass it around. The seams are, it's definitely been sealed with magic. It's too fine a work to be done by a glassmith. And right around the seam on what would essentially be the equator of this globe, you can see the tiniest. You hold it up and it catches a glint of the moonlight, and you can see almost imperceptible runes etched, just gleaming ever so slightly where the seam is around, like a band. And it says words in a language, and for some part of the arcana it's you don't necessarily know exactly what it's. Well, I'm gonna say on a 19 you get maybe the more literal meaning of the words, and certainly the pronunciation. It's a phrase. It says, "Hail the Undying." That information is yours. The others are kind of staring at you.
I gotta call it. You guys can keep on, but Trina has to go.
No problem. Actually, this isn't a bad time for us to pause. I do want to ask you one thing here, Judy. Does Gwendolyn say that to the others?
Yeah, I think she would share it at this point. She has no reason to keep anything secret. So, yeah, so I would share that I saw the runes and what they read from them.
It's literally that sentence that I just typed into chat. Do you mind saying it out loud?
Hold on, clicking buttons.
Hail the Undying.
As you say those words,
yeah.
the glass sphere and the eye itself, right around, starting mostly at the colored part of the eye, where the whatever it was a blue eye before, but now it shines a vibrant green color, and it glows with a green light, and then it spins of its own accord inside, as though to lock eyes with you for a second, and then it looks over at each of you, and then it circles around and looks off in a particular direction. And as you hold it, you're like, and you kind of, it takes you back, and you kind of tilt your hand slightly, and after it's initially looked at you all, it's locked as you rotate it like the point of a compass facing in a constant direction, off and ahead.
Nothing bad ever happened by following a pointing eye.
And
Never.
that seems like a pretty good pause point for us as we discover what comes next on SideQuests Live. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks. That was fun. I wasn't sure how to tie that particular bow together, but
Worked.
we found a way. All right. Well, hopefully everybody can join us in another 2 weeks. I think it's every other week, right?
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks, we'll be doing another live stream. And if you're listening to us live, don't forget to click to tune in next time, like, follow, all that. And of course, you can check us out on all the podcast places and check out our previous episodes and campaign. Bonus hint: if you got a bunch of time on your hands, several of the characters coming up after we're done our prologue will be characters from previous campaigns. So there's one in Strange Acquaintances, and there is one in Morally Ambiguous, and technically there's even one who you've encountered before in some of our Shadowrun campaigns. So you can give a listen for those. So join us in 2 weeks from now, and we'll play again. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Am I clicking the right buttons? Here we go. I'm getting the buttons. Where's the buttons?
Okay. We do a post-credit sponsor.
Definitely need a sponsorship after the post-credits. That's a great idea. So come back in a few seconds, and we'll get the people to suggest. By the way, before I forget, Audience,
I was
I know I didn't
okay.
mention it before, but if you have ideas for our campaign ideas, you can spend a plot point and actually have an impact on our game. We'll try to work it in either immediately or I take notes. Finally, it's a good habit I picked up from Gordon. And I will jot them down and we will make them part of our game. It will affect our world and our game. And you can make it hilarious or serious, and we'll see where it goes. So that's plot points. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. And by the way, players, all y'all, you get to spend plot points too if you get an idea and you want to just make something happen within reason. You can't be like, I win, because then imagine what Tennyson would do. It would be awful. Awful. All right. Thanks very much. We'll be right back with an ad. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Is your hair getting a little too hairy? Is your bear getting a little too hairy? Do you feel like a hairy bear? Well, Remington has a new. Tired of using scissors, your sword, your dagger, or just, rough rock to remove hair, scraping against sharp ledges? Try a Remington folding straight razor. Keep it in your pocket, purse, man bag, or satchel. Take it out and shave by the lake, shave in the bathtub, shave in front of a mirror, shave when everyone's looking, shave when no one's looking, shave to look fantastic. Have you ever seen a shaved bear? I mean, come on, it's amazing. Remington straight razor bear shavers.
It's good enough for Mr. Bunkles. It's good enough for you.
It's like mane and tail. People were using mane and tail for their hair, right? You can buy that in grocery stores now. This is like bear shavers.
Bear shavers.
Deals with even the wildest beard.
All right. And remember, you can suggest products here to feature on SideQuests Live. Thanks very much. Good night.